Hello everyone, welcome back to Roses in Houston Garden. And today is mid-September already. The rose that you see right now is Florentina, which has been budding and blooming. You see one stem right here with many a cluster of many blooms on here. There's more over there by the banana, and some more right here. This rose is seems to be recovering. If you look back at the previous videos, you see that many stems are really suffering right now. Still have a ton of chili thrips, but I see new growth, which is a great sign when you see new growth. And with milder weather, it is going to continue to help these roses recover as well. Look at that cluster right there, my goodness. But there's a lot of damage still from chili thrips. I hope there will be another round of rain soon, because that's going to really make a big difference. It's just so dry, and chili thrips are just horrendous. This cluster right here too, this rose is blooming like crazy. I want to make this video to show you before I cut my roses, before I prune these, some blooms and some spent blooms. Some blooms I'm going to bring inside the house to enjoy, and some spent blooms that I'm going to just remove them to encourage more blooms. I also fertilized not too long ago. Still not done with pruning yet, so it's going to be maybe a few more days that I'm going to continue. And these companion flowers are blooming so good. So let's take a look over here. Everyone is still recovering, but I know that good things is coming with these roses. How? So other than new growth, right? That's an obvious sign. Another thing is the size of the bloom is getting bigger. Not as big as in the springtime, but you can tell that it's bigger now, and the color becomes more intense. So this is distant drums that continue to push out new growth, so give it more time. Same as the yellow one. And Cathedral bells been blooming like crazy. It has so many buds, although damage from chili thrips, but still open up, showing the vibrant color. So that is a great sign. You see the colors here, look at that, become more intense for sure. These blooms have been open up for a few days already, and I talked about fall routine to care for them, to do the cleanup, breaking up soil, loosening things up, which you can find that now on rosesinhouston.com, the 4 rose care routine guide, which I include 4 different parts that I do in my garden, and also tips and frequently asked questions too, because that can seem like a lot of things to do. So if you don't have time to do all of them, at least you know what step to take in order to get blooms this fall. Because I know for me, if I have to do all those 4 things in one weekend, that's not going to happen. So I prioritize, okay, if you want to bloom, here's the first step to do first, and then the rest you can kind of do it at your own pace. So check that out on rosesinhouston.com, the fall rose care routine guidebook. That one has 15 pages that I put detailed information, including the fall fertilizing as well in detail for you. Just can't believe that how something like this can still open up to something like that. I mean, it is almost impossible to beat chili thrip in this weather, so dry and challenging, but it also helps me to know which roses are resilient and surprisingly have some blooms from Earth Angel as well. So this is a really good sign. I mean, look at the colors, used to be bleached to white few months ago during summertime, and now you see more intense color, like more pink, right? So it is a great sign. It still suffers a whole lot from chili thrip though, and the plant itself is kind of I would say maybe 70% naked at this time, but it's going to push out new growths. So wait and see how everything unfolds as we get closer to fall. But these are pretty colors. Looks like there are a few more that will open up, and I need to trim my elephant ears. My goal for this fall or winter is to dig this up and then plant them somewhere else so that Earth Angel will get full sun, because it gets so big, really big, to where it will block the sun. Salvia's doing amazing, and that patch right there and in the back, there's 1 or 2 bees around here too. See that in the back, there's another patch. And what are these? Zinnias. Yes, profusion zinnias are doing amazing as well. So let's take a look at another rose that is blooming, that Silas Manor. These blooms are older, but you see abundance of the blooms here. This one, look at the colors here. I'm going to dead tape them. In the back over there, Sombre climbing rose has been budding, blooming. So many buds. Last year in September though, I didn't get to have these many blooms, but since this year the weather is milder, in beginning of September these roses are starting to push out more blooms. And this one, of course, Spirit of Freedom rose, is leaning towards that side. So I'm going to move back to this side. Have to figure out how am I going to do it, because I can't really put trellis in this area. So it is still going really strong with so many buds. This is a really surprising September flush right here. So many blooms, and many already shattered, So there were more before that I deadhead and removed some, and there's tons in the back too. This is really an amazing rose. I can tell from my experience, it can be different for others. Between Spirit of Freedom and Evelyn roses, Spirit of Freedom blooms a whole lot more for me. I mean, both of them can be black spot heavy, but Spirit of Freedom is such a strong bloomer. It blooms its heads off no matter what. This year Evelyn doesn't bloom much for me, and it is interesting, every year is not the same. So see how many more blooms. Buds over there, buds there, over here. That's my okra. So many buds. Wow. And I do more with my soil too, which I included in that guide, to do fresh compost. I don't have compost bin, but what I've been doing throughout the years, not consistent though, but this year so far I've been pretty consistent with it, is to chop up my kitchen scraps and then come out here, add to the raised bed, so that the compost will break down over time. It's not something that will happen so quick, it takes time, but it is a healthy way to add organic matters into the soil, and to help these roses and plants and everything grow stronger as well. That's my holy basil, and that bee loves it. And as you see in my garden, if you are new, I don't have a dedicated area for roses. I grow everything together. They're all over, mixed in. It's not like an official dedicated area for roses, because I don't have a lot of room to begin with anyway. Anything that I can fit in will work for me, and with diversity in the garden, it helps bring pollinators as well. Have bees, different kinds of bees and butterflies, beneficial insects and all. So that's Spirit of Freedom. That beautiful. Love that rose. If I had more space, I would want to grow like 5 more, for real. And I have another patch right here with salvia throughout the garden. Have my fall veggies in place. This area right here, still recovering. Perryview Prince. Top cream has been blooming a lot, and what I have noticed about top cream is the bloom that opens up doesn't show as much thrip damages as before. So it's a good sign that the chili thrips population maybe finally like reach its peak and then slow down, because that's what happened last year too. Like everything, you know how they say things sometimes or oftentimes or rarely, things gets bad before it gets better. I think that's like the case for chili thrips. But what is hard is that day when they get bad, it look really, really bad, and it's not something that everyone will want to deal with, which I completely understand. Because in the first 2 years before I finally came to terms with just be okay or make peace with the chili thrips, it was so hard to see them this way, like not the way that I want them to look. But since I just, okay, let's get curious and see how they do, that's when the magic happens. Like I start spotting all kinds of beneficial insects that come to rescue, and roses finally start to look better. And this is a quicksilver, which has been doing overall. It is a really healthy rose. I waited 3 years to get this rose, and it is very healthy. That one, I mean, it's not perfect, as you can see. There's no perfection in things in nature, but compared to many roses, I say it's like 80 to 90% more robust, more resilient, and have more green than the rest of other roses. This one, raspberry cream twirl, still hanging on quite well and have many blooms, many buds. Ooh, I see a bird. Yeah, it is budding and blooming, and what usually happens is it has the yellow leaves that will drop these, and then the new growth will come. And if you start seeing more black spots throughout, I mean, worse in my garden, especially in the high humidity, like today, so humid. No sun, but it's so humid. So black spot this year has been, I've been spotting more black spot even throughout the summertime, because we got a few rain here and there. But you will see more black spots towards the end of growing season, and that's completely normal, because these foliages will eventually fall off, and it's just the natural cycle of it. So you can try and treat it, or just let the nature do its things, just what works for you. We have Bathsheba over there, and I have these veggies, and that little Nothing Hill that is still hanging in there, and the one that is in a pot is hanging in there too. I have not looked to see if this spot has increased. You see that? So I am curious to see how, if this is going to survive or not. So that will be an experiment. But hey, as long as everything else green, I'm going to have hope and go from there. Okay, let's take a look at something else. These moss roses are so adorable. This one right here, it's like blooming like crazy. So beautiful. They are so vibrant. So cute. They have the zinnias too that are still going strong. Look how vibrant the colors are. And I just noticed that the one I got from Home Depot has slightly different colors than the one that I got from Houston Garden Center. Both of them are pretty, but these have more complex colors to it. And look at that one. Oh, the camera cannot even capture it. It's so bright out here, but it's gorgeous. Super bold color. Now I haven't updated life of the party in a long time, and I seriously thought that this rose is going to go bye-bye this year. It's not looking good at all. However, it's like all of a sudden start budding, blooming. I need to cut that one. So there are quite a few roses that I thought, okay, I will definitely have room for something else. Like another one right here is what's that? gosh, I don't remember the name, but you see how it has that dieback over there that I didn't get the time to cut, or I keep forgetting to cut. Somehow the plant is still hanging on, so I'm going to remove that one and then trim and see how this one will do. Plum Perfect is still doing great. It is budding, blooming. It has beautiful new growth as well. We look back at another video, and it has that little purple bloom over there. So overall it is recovering. I mean, I can still see damages from the hurricane wind when the cane's rubbing, but these I'll leave them, and I will just remove them in the spring when we do spring pruning after the Valentine's Day. So that part depends on your zone. For my zone, it is after Valentine's Day, so check your zone when that time is for spring pruning. These will be removed like a whole lot, but for now I'll let them be the way they are and let them heal, do their own things. And if you can spot that from afar, beautiful April love, beautiful, beautiful. See all these buds and blooms. I think in the last video that I filmed, they were still in the bud stage, right? No blooms, and these start to open up. Some of them already shatter, but many still just open up. That beautiful. So there are more to come between this rose and Spirit of Freedom. These are amazing, amazing, amazing. Budding everywhere, everywhere, I'm telling you. And this one also I haven't done update. Gentle Hermione, I haven't done update in a long time. I mean, it's been struggling, so I think I may dig it up from this spot and then move it somewhere. Somehow I managed to send out a little bloom. But April love is looking amazing right now. So that's it for the mid-September update, guys. Let me know how your roses are doing so far. Who is your best, healthiest rose at this point? And anything that you want to share in your garden. How's the weather where you are? I will see you in the next video. Definitely check the link in the description too if you would like to get more information. Until then, have a blessed week. Bye bye.